Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Blash Lily here, and welcome to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at how do they truly feel about you. 3 options for today's reading. Option number 1, you guys get the amethyst. Option number 2, rainbow pirate wants to work with you today. And option number 3, we have the pink quartz. So which one you're mostly drawn to? Don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and get started. Option number 1, and welcome to your reading, guys. If you were drawn to the amethyst, get comfy. Think of yourself, think of the person that you're asking about. And let's go ahead and take a look at what the cards have to say. How do they truly feel about you? Oh, okay. Hello, Mr. Devil. So some very intense energy that's coming through over here. It's this, I can't be with you and I can't be without you. It's the energy of being addicted. Let's see to what or to whom. Oh gosh, guys, I feel for you. That's some powerful combination. So let me say this, they definitely have feelings for you. But with the devil comes in and messes a lot of things up. The devil wants to create codependent relationships. The devil wants to scare, and give an illusion of something that isn't there. So there's like a lot of fears. A lot of fears of having a broken heart. The Three of Swords. Like, this person likes you. This person absolutely likes you. There's no way about it. But the devil is strong. The devil is strong over here. And especially with this combination, this is the energy of wanting to protect yourself. So they are basically trying to protect themselves from being hurt again, from going into the same sort of relationship, or from things repeating themselves over and over again. But the thing is, they think about you, they miss you, and that scares the shit out of them. Because it feels like for once, this feels very real. And this is when their shadow aspect comes through and starts like basically talking into their ear. Saying all of the things that they're afraid of, but saying it so loud that they can't ignore it. If you're in a period of, like in a state of separation right now, this person thinks about you constantly. But I keep getting, I can't be with you and I can't be without you. So it's like this energy of in between. And they are showing me somebody who's so afraid of intimacy, of a relationship, of something real. And you scare the shit out of them. Because with you, they feel something that they haven't felt for a very long time. In their mind, they're like, it's not going to work out. In their mind, they're afraid of this disappointment. But their heart is saying something completely different. So when it comes to how they feel about you guys, there's a conflict between their mind and their heart. Big time. And I'm getting a very complicated and complex and multifaceted person over here. They're so afraid of disappointments. They're so afraid of being left with nothing that they're trying to rationalize it, and their mind gets the best of them. But their heart is asking for you. Some of you might be in no communication, or you might be dealing with somebody who's a foreigner. For some of you, what I'm seeing is like being blocked or like deleted off of social media and so on and so forth. A person who tries to really close themselves off. And not only from you, but from the world as well. From the whole world. Because they don't like being in that vulnerable state. They absolutely hate it because there was so much pain that this particular devil energy that they had, it was growing more and more and more and more. It's like they're hiding a very big part of themselves from you. Because I don't know if you seem maybe, I don't know, they're not saying that you seem cold, but they kind of are afraid of this Queen of Swords energy. So maybe it was something from the past. Or they are afraid of rejection. They are afraid of you being too harsh, too inconsiderate. So they're putting on this like brave face of the King of Wands, where they may be like acting too overly confident. And there's another thing over here, guys, is that they might, and this might be quite subconscious, they might be afraid that they don't have the finances to support you, to support your lifestyle. It might be that there's a bit of an age difference or something along the lines. Such a complicated situation, guys, honestly. And they don't give you the feelings, the recognition that they could give you. Because they, like, it's not that they don't feel safe with you, they just don't feel safe with themselves when they are in this state. It has a lot to do with what they can give you, what they feel that they can give you over here. Some of them might be wondering, do you want them, or do you want their resources, or what is it that you want? There's definitely some sort of question of money over here. It might not be in a conscious mind, but subconsciously it's there. Like the person is wondering, what could they give you? What could they offer you? And vice versa. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at whether they're going to act or how they're going to act. Honestly, right now they're like, do I open up or do I not open up? And to be quite frank with you, option number one, it kind of feels that if you give them a bit more, maybe of a feeling of emotional safety, it feels like they will open up over here. They will maybe reach out more, and maybe they'll show you this side of them that has this Queen of Cups energy, which is about, you know, being emotionally available and being a little bit more vulnerable. It's funny, you sort of give them, you give them strength. Like if you create this space for them, it's like you're making them stronger, making them more confident that they can express themselves. Are they? Let me see. Because they're tired of fighting like their demons, honestly. But here, whoever you're asking about, they have a lot of masculine energy. Whether men or women, they have a lot of masculine energy. And they like to have things under control. And when we fall in love or when we start getting feelings for somebody, we release this control. And for somebody who's very controlling, this is like a disaster, having to release this control. But I do see them getting their shit together over here, because they're tired of fighting, whether this is somebody new in your life or whether this is somebody who you're already in a relationship or a situationship with. I do see them going like, you know what, this fight is only hurting people. Like nobody wins. You know those fights where nobody can win? This is what it feels like. And they do get their shit together. And let me see what it could be. The sort of relationship. Okay, what's happening? It's interesting. They're telling me that both of you need validation. You need validation in a good way. Support. Let me rephrase it as support. And it could actually work out over here. Things could actually work out over here. Very much. With the Wheel of Fortune. Because to be quite honest with you guys, it does kind of feel like the universe is putting the two of you together for a reason. Like both of you need to learn something. Like there's some sort of lesson in this whole situation. Like, of course, there's lessons in every situation, but in this one in particular, like for both of you, just out of interest. Okay, so for them, it's very much about opening up. For you, it's about creating that space. But I want to see what's the lesson for you. Let me see. Just really quickly. Okay. Oh, okay. And the Ten of Swords. That you guys need to release something. You need to stop seeing your worth and value in other people. I don't know how that's going to be relevant, but this is just the stuff that I got. You need to stop seeing your worth and value through the eyes of other people. Even though this is how we're taught to see our worth and value, but everybody's eyes are different. And somebody sees you as nobody to pay attention to, but through the loving eyes, you're the most precious person. You know, that just came completely through the flow, and I don't know. I don't even know how to tie in this, but whoever needed to hear it, you guys heard it. All right, my darlings, that's what I have for you, option number one. Hopefully that gave you the answers that you were looking for. Thanks so much for your support. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're up for a personal reading, send me an email. The email is in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. Make sure to check it out. All right, guys, take care now. Bye. Option number two, hi, welcome to your reading, guys. If you're drawn to the rainbow pyrite, get comfy. Let's go ahead and get started. Think about yourself. Think about the person that you're asking about. And let's find out their true and honest feelings for you at this particular moment. And of course, keep in mind that this is a general reading, yeah? Let's go ahead and take a look. They are overthinking it to the point of making themselves tired. So you could be dealing with somebody who you work with, or you could be dealing with somebody who feels like a lot of work. And there's this energy where they're like, how do I make this work? Will this work? Like they're really worried about this, like, is it going to work out? And so many fears, so many illusions are coming through over here. So many restrictions. They're fantasizing about you, that's for sure. So for some of you, it could be that being with you involves leaving either their home, either like a particular country, or it could be that you're in a third party situation. That happens as well. So they're kind of like thinking, do I leave or do I not leave? Do I go or do I not go? Because you seem quite different to who they usually go for. Whether it's culture, age, or whether it's because by being with you, they will have to make very significant life changes. And they're like, okay, do I go for it? Do I not go for it? For some of you, it could be a long distance relationship. But there's an energy, maybe for some of you, it's a language barrier as well. Language barrier, cultural barrier. Ooh, even I'm getting tongue-tied. You know what's interesting? This is absolutely adorable, but for you, not for them. For them, it's a bit weird. When you came into their life, they thought that they were all that. They thought that they had like everything under control, that everything was working out, that they were like all this and all that. And then you came into their life. And with this tower moment, it's like you kind of knocked off their crown a little bit. So maybe they were walking around acting like they don't need anybody, that they have everything covered. And here you come into their life and they're like, oh my God, I'm not as tough as I thought I was. I'm not as capable as I thought I was. And that annoys them, but it also excites them at the same time. A very interesting energy. But just so that you know about the effect that you have on this person, you have a very big effect on their ego. And usually it could be that for this particular person, usually it's other people that put in the work, that do something to impress them, that, follow them around, I don't know, write them messages. But here it's the other way around. Here it's like where they want to do it, and they're like, I don't know if I want to put in the work. I don't know if this is going to work out, because it has a lot to do with them getting out of their comfort zone. And maybe again, leaving, relocating, leaving something behind that is very comfortable for them. A place, a job, an environment over here. But you, option number 2, like you came into this person's life for a reason. And it does feel like an energy of a transformation. I don't know if the transformation card is going to appear. But let me see. For them, they're used to winning. They are used to winning, and it's a very weird energy. There's somebody who's used to taking, but they see that with you, it like this pattern can't work. So for some of you, you're dealing with somebody, who's a bit of a playboy, yeah, or somebody who is, you know what I'm saying, for a girl and for a boy. And for them, it's important to win. And they don't like committing. They don't like committing. They don't think about like the creating a family or something like this. And especially, if they were married or they are married like this at this particular moment. But again, you come into their life and you show them that this is just a bunch of BS. Like you really mess with their ego, guys. Big time. And they like you and they think about you. But at the same time, it's like they resent you because you are showing them all of the sides to themselves that they didn't want to see. Because before, this person, they could easily get somebody by not being maybe too honest, you know, or manipulating the facts. They enjoyed this energy of rush. They enjoyed this energy of getting somebody that easily. But you invoke emotions over here. You invoke emotions because for you, they start questioning their way of living, their way of seeing things. And they might have a poker face and they don't like to show their emotions. Yeah, of course. And here's the transformation card that I was talking about. Exactly what I just said with the energy of the death. But the death is coming through in reverse. They're afraid of that change. They're afraid of how being with you might affect them. Because they're used to being in that energy of the magician. And now this is something completely different. And they're literally like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to do this. Okay. Understandable. Let's go ahead and take a look. Are they going to come through? Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, you came into this person's life for a reason. You see all that snow over here? And you come in as the sun. And again, you guys could be dealing with somebody with a bit of an age difference even. But here, this is the energy of the sun. So yeah, they're absolutely going to come through. And what's more, they're going to thank you. They're going to thank you for making them see things very differently. Because you coming into their life allows them to see what's underneath all of that snow. Learning an incredibly important lesson over here, being able to move on from the past. This, for a lot of you, this could be your soulmate. And this could be your soulmate with the Lovers. Like there's an energy of like rescue that's coming through over here. Gorgeous. It's saying the time will tell. Right now, it's important not to rush things because the process is taking place. Time will tell, the secrets will be revealed. You're going to be able to go deeper into this person's mind, deeper into this person's subconscious. And help them heal something from their childhood. This is incredible. This feels very deep. It feels very profound. I almost don't want to talk. I just want to sit here with these energies. But it's actually going to turn out much, much better than you guys expected. Okay, option number 2, that's what I have for you, my darlings. Hopefully you got the answers that you wanted. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of the other contents. For personal readings, do send an email. The email's in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page. More exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, guys, take care now. Bye. Option number 3, hi and welcome to your reading, guys. If you're drawn to the pink quartz, get comfy. Let's go ahead and get started. Think about yourself, think about the person that you're asking about, and let's find out the true feelings for you at this particular moment. Ooh. Okay, so here straight away they're telling me that they have feelings for you straight away, but there are so many things that are surrounding those feelings over here, right? They're fighting their feelings. They're absolutely fighting their feelings. They're trying to protect themselves over here. They're like, I'm so afraid of messing up. I'm so afraid of making the wrong decision. I'm so afraid of letting myself go and just enjoy it for what it is. They really wish that they could open up more to you. But here's very difficult for them to do. Very difficult for them to do. Because very much like option number 1, they like control. They like control. You inspire them. In one way or another, you inspire them with the energy of the magician. You make them feel that they can do more. They might have a bit of an imposter syndrome, to be honest with you, option number 3. But you kind of help them deal with it without maybe even realizing. They want to open up more, but for now, they just feel that they can't at this particular moment. They're like, this book is closed. The heart is closed. But slowly but surely, they're getting out of this energy. Very, very slowly. So here they're basically saying that I don't want to make the same mistakes that I did in the past. I don't want to invest the way I did in the past. But it feels like they're changing their mind. So it could be that right now they're kind of stuck in between. They're like, I know I have feelings, but it's hard for me to understand what to do with those feelings, how to feel. It's hard for them to believe that they met somebody like you, that you make them feel the way that you make them feel. They prefer not to be invested in somebody. They prefer not to show their feelings. But the truth is, their mind wonders what it would be to live with you, what it would be like to be with you, what it would be like to spend more time with you. They think that you're somebody who's incredibly wise. And there's this interesting connection when it comes to the inner child. It's either you bring out the children within one another, yeah? Because when we start falling in love, when we start getting those feelings, this is when we regress back to feeling like we're teenagers. And that's absolutely normal. That's the normal process. But it scares a lot of people, especially when they're older, because they're like, this is not me. This is not how I act. And it feels that maybe they're used to being a certain way, acting a certain way, where they're seen as authority, they're seen as wise, and you make them regress to this teenager, to somebody who's young. And they see you as sweet. And they see that sweetness within you. But they're also quite skeptical. Again, they're wondering whether they can commit, whether they can give you what it is that you want. But you make them feel calmer. You make them feel calmer. You make them see, maybe this is somebody, you're asking about somebody who was or who is very work oriented and very focused on the material things. And here you're bringing up all of these emotions. And for them, it's difficult to refocus. To refocus their attention. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at how they're going to act. What would be their next step? Oh my gosh, absolutely love it. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, guys. Should I say anything else? So this person is going to emotionally reach out to you. This person is going to emotionally open up to you and confess their feelings. I can't give you any time frame over here because it's going to be different for everybody. But I mean, with the Ace of Cups, they're going to give this a chance. So, if you are in the fights, like over here, this is an indication of making up, mending things, patching things up. If you're asking about a new acquaintance, this is an indication of both of you giving it a chance. A chance for a relationship, a chance for love. Something that's worth fighting for. Okay. Getting, like, look at this. This is the energy of like getting closure. Getting closure on certain disappointments. Getting closure on certain stories from the past. But the potential over here, show me. To see that there's more to life than money. Interesting. Like, you're going to show this person that there's more to life than money. All of these illusions. The potential over here is to become stronger together. To become much, much stronger together. And have a lot of fun. And have a lot of fun. And have a lot of romance. And just enjoy this moment. And it's interesting, they're telling me like all the things that haven't worked out in the past, there was a good reason. That was the universe leading the two of you together. And it was actually helping you a lot over here with the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. How did they view you? That you also don't see your potential. Interesting. That you're absolutely lovable, but you don't see your potential. And they see you as somebody who's mysterious, very mysterious, with a lot of things going on inside your head. They find you very attractive, by the way. Incredibly attractive. All right, lovely option number 3. That's what I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're up for a personal read, do send me an email. The email's in the description box below. So it's a link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, guys, take care now. Bye.